I know I'm going to be in a lot of trouble calling the virus a good virus. This is a bad thing because of its speed of contagiousness. In a democratic nation where you cannot use too much force, I think we've done the best. Oh, here, all the labor, they're bloody communists. Very funny, the world works like this. This happened. A Russian man came to California and he met a foreman. He looked for a job and he got into a construction site. And the foreman asked him, in Russia, how many hours a week do you work? He said, we work 70 hours a week. Oh, really? Here we work only 40 hours. But why is it, why you guys can't work 70 hours, he asked. I'm willing to work 70 hours, why can't you guys work? Oh, here, all the labor, they're bloody communists. In a communist country, they will work. Everywhere else, the same people will always fight to work less and less and less. Suddenly, they will get entitled, always, trying to take advantage of everything. This has become the human way. No, by being the most evolved creature, we must be a little more magnanimous to every other life. See, if you are positioned in a place of height, of some altitude, you must have a different sense of dignity and concern for everything. You don't expect an ant to be concerned about all life, you expect a human being to be. But because this kind of rubbish has been taught to them, that every other life is here to serve you, you can kill anything and wantonly do whatever you want. Because of this, we will get a certain amount of pain, and it's come, unfortunately, in this form. But this also, do not take me wrong, this is a bad thing because of its speed of contagiousness. It spreads very quickly, but fortunately, its ability to kill is low compared to the things we've seen in the past. The bubonic plagues used to just clean out whole villages and towns at one time. The Spanish flu killed over 50 million people across the world. 50 million. Nearly infected one-third of the world's population at that time, over 500 million people. But at that time there was no air travel, people were not this mobile. In spite of that, it happened like that. Compared to those things, this is a good virus. I know I'm going to be in a lot of trouble calling the virus a good virus. Compared to the virulence of those things, this is a mild one. But it spreads quickly. But the advantage is, we are the carriers. If we want, we can stop it. If something else was the carrier, if the ants were carrying it, if the mice were carrying it, if the birds were carrying it, you couldn't stop them. But we are the carriers, so we can stop them. But the human beings are in such a state of confusion, slowly they're getting a little more organized. Fortunately, in India, both the citizenship, the administration and the medical fraternity is responding in a fantastic manner, except a few idiots who are there. Most of the population, medical fraternity and administration, the political leadership, everybody, boom. I think if we have to rate nations in terms of response, in a democratic nation where you cannot use too much force, I think we've done the best in the world right now. For 1.4 billion people, less than 300 fatalities is a fantastic report card. But it could rise in the next 1 or 2 weeks. So, it's almost certain the lockdown will continue for another 2 weeks. So, those of you who are in the yoga center and those of you who are on the online with us for the darshan, we are all now hum-tum. Another 2 weeks. So, this is a time for us to show what kind of human beings we are. This is a time that we can enhance ourselves as individual human beings. Because there is no such thing as enhancing a society, because society is just a word, nation is just a word, world is just a word, it is just individual human beings. Without transforming individual human beings, there is no transformation in the world. So, right now there is a break like this. This is the time, all of you, at least focus on this much, every one of you, and tell everybody else that you know. 10% improvement, okay? I'm not asking you to suddenly become something else and grow a halo around your head. 10% improvement, just list out your physical fitness. Where are you? 10% improvement must happen by the end of April. Your mental capabilities, where are you? 10% improvement. Whatever work you're doing in your life, you're cooking, you're making tea, you're running the country, you're doing whatever, 10% improvement. If you're running just a tea shop, if your tea becomes 10% better than the way it is right now, oh, you will do very well post-virus. 10% better in everything, physically, mentally, emotionally, and in terms of your competence of whatever you're doing, every one of you. Just do this because you'll never again get this in your lifetime. But I would recommend that like all the schools break for 6 weeks in summer or 8 weeks or whatever, I think the entire humanity should take a break for 3 weeks every year. No machines, no industry, no cars and no automobiles on the road. If you want, you can cycle, you can walk, you can trek, but no technology, non-polluting technology you can use, computers and stuff, but no smoke, spewing machines, industry, nothing, just for 3 weeks. I think after a few years of knowing the benefit of that, people will vote for 6 weeks. They will. We should think about it. Why should virus force us to do it? This time around, well, we got the bright idea from them. But I think we should do it. Everybody, the entire humanity focuses on how to enhance themselves at least 10%. Just imagine, every year if everybody upgrades themselves 10%, in 10 years' time, what kind of world we will be living in? We'll be living in a fantastic world, really enhanced human beings, physically, mentally, emotionally. You must write down, all of you do this. Physically, where is your, parameters? What is it that you can do? 10% increase, what does it mean? Your mental state, where are you? Describe yourself, you don't have to show it to anybody. And say 10% increase, upgrade, what does it mean? Emotionally, where are you? How much sweetness do you have in you? Or how much bitterness you have in you? How to make a 10% positive upgrade in terms of your work, Where are you in terms of your capabilities? How to enhance yourself 10%? Oh, in 10 years' time, what a wonderful world we'll have. We should do this. In the yoga center, we always have this for people, that people, brahmacharis are going into 60 days of silence in a year. 60 days. This is for enhancement of the individual person, because if you are not enhanced, how will your work be enhanced? How will the world be enhanced? People are always asking me this question, Sadhguru, how is it without any qualifications, without any kind of thing, everything runs so smoothly in Isha. How is it that they're performing like this? Your events are, top of the line. How does this happen? Because we are focusing on individual human beings and their enhancement. This is what the world needs to do, this is what the country needs to do. This is a viral lesson, it must go viral.